Obviously, it's exciting to have Bjergsen and WF3 united on TSM. They won a lot in their time together, but I feel like that team has a lot more issues than what they changed. So I'm looking forward to beating TSM.
Nice. Cloud9 were the big winners of the LCS Spring Split this year. Joining me now is their starting support, Vulcan. Vulcan, thank you so much for your time.
Of course, man. No worries. I'm happy to be here.
So, like so many on your team, you had a pretty unbelievable Spring Split. Along with yourself and Blabber, who eventually won, I would argue that you had 3 contenders for the MVP. You actually got my vote for MVP this year. How do you maintain that kind of momentum going into the summer?
I mean, we've had like a few meetings where we're talking about the mindset of we can't get complacent. Like a lot of times, a team will win a split, and then the success would kind of get to their heads. They'll play less solo queue, practice less seriously, maybe take like different teams not as seriously as they were in the spring split, and then they can surprise us and take us down. So we've all been practicing a lot of solo queue. We're still playing scrims the same way that we were last split. Still trying to take as much as possible to improve from the scrims, and then yeah, I guess we're just preparing as hard as we can for the split.
So Cloud9 looks very different this year than it did last year. I don't think very many people going into the spring predicted it was going to be a spring quite like that. What is it about this roster that makes you guys so good?
Well, to start with, I think we have pretty much the 5 best players in every position, both like mechanically and also like team play wise or macro wise, if you want to call it that. So we have really good players. Our coaching staff is really good at like utilizing our strengths, also covering our weaknesses, and we have 5 people that are really easy to talk to, like out of game, if there's an issue with the way that we're playing, or if someone's doing something that is just wrong, then we're not scared to call it out, so we can actually improve, become better people and better players. So yeah, it's multiple things, but I think those are the main 3 things I can think of.
So obviously there's a lot more on the line in the summer split. What does it mean to you to have another shot to represent North America at Worlds?
It's exciting. I think last year Clutch we didn't really have a chance, to get out of groups. We were placed in the group of death because we were the 3rd seed. People didn't really expect much from us, and we didn't show too much in the group stage either. And I know this year, obviously we have a much better chance at actually competing with the best teams in the world, and that's something I want to do, where the fans think that we have a chance at winning the whole thing, and we can actually take down the top teams in the world. We're not just gonna like cruise or through our groups. If it's an easy one, if it's a hard one, we're out. If we meet a top team in the quarterfinals and we're out, I want to compete. Maybe that means that we'll lose 3-2 to the 2nd best LPL team, and I think that'd be okay. I think as long as we play it in a way that we're proud of, I think that's enough.
So kind of what you're hinting at, in years past, teams have gotten to Worlds from North America and then struggled once they got there. What do you think needs to happen this summer to give you guys a good chance to compete internationally?
I think if one team could become better and actually like challenge us, and both in scrims and on stage, that would be helpful, because we're not getting pushed too much, like both last split and in scrims currently. So I think just being challenged more, like having more losses, I guess, just so that we can actually see our weaknesses and improve on them.
Because you want to obviously win every game possible, but there is a lot to learn in failure as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So is there any team in particular that you're looking forward to facing this summer?
TSM. I think a lot of fans think that they'll be really good. I don't think I think they had more issues than just Kobe. I mean, I don't think Kobe was even an issue, and they replaced him with Double Lift. Obviously, it's exciting to have Bjergsen and WF3 united on TSM. They won a lot in their time together, but I feel like that team has a lot more issues than what they changed. So I'm looking forward to beating TSM.
Nice. So we're all working from home these days. I'm in my 2nd bedroom right now. Do you enjoy competing remotely, or are you looking forward to getting back in front of the live audience?
Competing remotely is kind of sad. You used to win a game and you're cheering, or you're celebrating with your team, and you go high five the fans. You have an on-stage interview. And now it's just you win, take off your headset, and you go to your manager. What's for dinner? What are we eating tonight? You know, it's like it's just over. Like I don't know. There's no excitement to winning. So yeah, I hope we can go back to on stage, even though there probably won't be fans in the arena. I hope at least we can be on stage again, so it feels just better.
Cloud9 will kick off the season this Friday when they take on FlyQuest in a rematch from the LCS Spring Split Finals. This has been Vulcan, the starting support for Cloud9, joining me. Vulcan, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, man.